back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I'm Vanessa. This is Nessa CX Beauty, and today I will be sharing with y'all my entire highlighter collection. I did post a video of my entire eyeshadow palette collection, and y'all seem to like that. That'll be up here in the cards, showing up, as well as linked below. I do want to make this a series just because it seemed to get a lot of good responses. So I did want to know what y'all want to see next after my highlighter collection. I have a lot of lippies, I have a lot of concealers, I have a lot of foundations, I have a lot of sponges, I have a lot of setting sprays. So whatever y'all do want to see, please let me know down in the comments so I can bring that video for y'all. And without further ado, I'm just going to start introducing these. So if you're interested in seeing all of my highlighters, just continue watching because your girl loves to glow. So just like my last video, I did separate all of my highlighters into their brands. So the first brand I kind of want to get into is the brand known for their highlighters. This is Ofra. I have 4 Ofra highlighters. This one is the Highlight in Star Island. This one is the Madison Miller Trio with 2 highlighters and a blush. And I do have a second Madison Miller collab with 2 highlighters and a blush. And then my last Ofra highlighter is Rodeo Drive. This one is very, very popular. It's one of their most famous highlighters, so you know your girl had to have it. Ooh, stunning. Moving on to one of my favorite collections, I'm gonna go into my Jeffree Star Cosmetics collection. And I have 3 Supreme Frosts, one of which is Caramel Kiss, which came out in the summer. And this is a more glittery formulation. Sorry that I swatched over that one, but Caramel Kiss. I also have Money Honey, which is a bright gold, but also has a green hue. Super dope. I'm not going to be swatching all of them. I just want to swatch some of them. But this is Money Honey. And then the last one is my favorite out of the 3. This is Wet Dream. And it's the first one that I purchased. And look at that. Look at that highlight. Super dope. Next up for Jeffree Star are his OGs. These are the Skin Frost, the originals. I have King Tut, and then I also have So Effing Gold. I have used these babies up for good reasons. They are beautiful. This might be my favorite formula that Jeffree has ever come out with. Next up are the Jeffree Star highlighter palettes that I own. I do own Peppermint Frost. This was limited edition in his holiday collection. And these are all 3 of the highlights swatched. Next up is Brain Freeze, which came out in his summer collection and actually was the first palette I ever bought from him because I fell in love with the top row. And then I have the 24 Karat highlighter palette because it came in his last mystery boxes, and I'm super excited about this one, even though I haven't touched it too much. It does have King Tut in it, which I do have in, the original Skin Frost. Next up, we're going to head into Wet n Wild, and I do have more Wet n Wild highlighters than I thought I did, so this is pretty interesting to me. I have the Wet n Wild collaboration with Brett Rock with his duo that are loose highlights. One is pretty coppery with red glitters in it, and the other one is gold. I really do like the gold one. Next up is the Mega Glow Brightening Rocks that came out with their Crystal Tavern collection. Holographic packaging, not the best in terms of highlighter. Oh, Wet n Wild did amazing with these. This one is the loose highlighter in Hustle and Glow, and this highlighter is intense, insane. I do not understand it, but at the same time, like, Wet n Wild kills everything. Next up is the Wet n Wild times Fergie highlighter. This one, I believe, is Hollywood Boulevard. but it's from the Center Stage collection, and I'm never getting rid of this one. It was so stunning when it came out. It's pretty old. It's probably expired, but I think I'm going to keep it for sentimental reasons. Next up are the popular Wet n Wild highlighters that almost everybody owns. I do have Blossom Glow, Precious Petals, and Crown of My Canopy. So these are all pretty good, affordable highlights. And then the last one I bought 2 of because this is the most amazing highlighter ever. It's the Mega Glow highlighter in Crystal High. Holy hell, this highlighter is phenomenal. It's like one of those cream-based highlighters, but it's ridiculously iridescent on the face. You can't quite tell from the swatch, but on the face, this highlighter is crazy. So I did buy 2. And you're gonna see that this is kind of a trend for me. Next up, we're gonna get into my Anastasia collection, which is 4, but I have 3 of the same one. As I said, when I like something, I buy a lot of it. But this one is the Razy highlight, which is a staple in a lot of people's collections, and for a good reason, because it is the perfect gold. And another trend that you will see in this highlighter collection is that I really like gold highlights. Don't judge me. But then, the disappointment. I have 3 Nicole Guerrero highlighters. And it's because they came back this year, and this was my favorite highlighter ever for the longest time. And I never tried using it because I didn't want to use it up, and I thought it was never going to come back. But then it came back, and I had to buy 2 more. These, they're still available. Amazing. Amazing. The most amazing highlighter palette and formula to date. Next up is my Midas Cosmetics highlighter collection. I do have these Smoky Glow Duo, and these are Slay and Yes. I like Yes more because it's a gold highlighter, but these are so stunning, so beautiful. And then Midas also has loose highlighters. So I have Demeter and Artemis. And I like Demeter more because it's a gold highlight, and Artemis is more bronzy. Next up, people are sleeping on these highlighters because they're like $2. LA Color Strobing Illuminating Powders. What? This is the shade Gleaming Goddess, and y'all gotta see this. These highlighters are no freaking joke. I love these powders, and I'm so happy that I got them when I could go outside. This one is Champagne, but these are so soft, iridescent, beautiful. I could not have asked for a better formulation for like $2-3. Next up is Artist Couture. I do have 2 Artist Couture highlighters. This one is in the shade Illuminati. Ooh. And let's swatch it out because Artist Couture is also known for their highlights. It's a really nice gold one. I don't think I've ever used this one on my face. And then this one is Purple Dream. It is one of my most unique highlighters. It looks gold, but watch when you swatch it. It has purple reflect in it. What? Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Next up, I'm showing y'all my NYX collection. I only have 2 NYX highlighters. This one is the High Glass collection in Moon Glow. It's one of those like silky, cushiony highlighters, and it is a little bit reminiscent to the Razy highlight, except a little bit less intense. And then we have the Miss California Beamin' Glow Booster. This one is stunning over highlights. It just like, it acts as a topper. So you put this on top of a highlight and it makes it a little bit more gleaming, And if you put it in by yourself, it's one of those more iridescent sparkly shades instead of one with a backing pigment to it. Next up is my ColourPop collection, and it's pretty tiny. But this one is the Becky G collaboration, the loose highlighter in Chisme, and it's amazing, just like the Wet n Wild one that I showed you guys earlier. Stunning. And then these two, Lunch Money and Wisp, are their Super Shock kind of formula, and I don't really like these on the face for some reason, but I bought them because Kathleen Lights, I watch her like crazy, and she said they were bomb, so I picked up 2 of them, and they look super beautiful swatched. However, for some reason, I can't get them to work on my face, and if you guys do have a way to make these work on your face, please let me know, because they look so fantastic on Kathleen Lights. I am keeping them in hopes that I get to use them in a way that they like look like this on me. But speaking of this glow, I am using the Arclow Cosmetics highlighter in Magnetic Fields today, so this is She on my face. And honey, Magnetic Fields, stunning. Magnetic Fields. And then this is her sister, Sub-Zero, if you want something a little bit less blinding. Next up, I'm going to show y'all my favorite Pixi highlighter. This is the Duo in Subtle Sunrise, and this one has been put to use for a good reason, because these highlights are gorgeous and metallic and everything I needed in my life. I know all of my highlighters look gold and bronzy, but like, that's what I'm attracted to. And then the other Pixi highlight that I have is the Rach Loves collaboration with Pixi. I did get it for these 2 big highlights because they're definitely up my alley. So I'm gonna swatch those 2. Literally, this is my life. Gold and bronzy highlights. And now I'm seeing it more of myself. But I'm gonna also swatch these 3 shades. They're meant to layer on top of the base highlights. So these are Knit, Zipper, and Lace. Next up, I only have 2 Makeup Revolution, but this one is the Strobe highlighter, and it's in the shade Gold Addict. I did purchase this when I used to watch Laura Lee, and she recommended it. But again, totally up my alley. And then I did get the Soph X collaboration with Revolution, because all of these goldy shades are definitely just like everything I needed in my life, and I do actually like this collab. I'm gonna actually swatch one of them for y'all. I'm not gonna swatch the entire palette, but this one is my favorite out of all of them. Oop. Stunning. I'm a highlighter girl. Y'all need highlighter recommendations? Come to me. Next up, I'm gonna be showing y'all my Physicians Formula. This one, this one I'm never getting rid of. It's my warm nude palette from Physicians Formula, and I used the crap out of this top right. And this is actually the first highlighter I ever bought, so I am keeping this just for, you know, that sentimental reason. And then I said whenever I finish this one, I would start using this one, but I never even touched this one. But this one's the Nude Wear highlighter, and haven't touched it, but let me swatch it. Next up is Ciate. I do only own 2 Ciate highlighters. This one is the Ciate Confetti highlighter. It's so pretty. And then it swatches pretty nicely too. Oh, it's a pretty dark highlight. But this one I won at the Ipsy Creator event last year in New York City, and it's the Jessica Rabbit one. I thought it wouldn't be as pretty as it is, but look at this swatch and look at that imprint. It's a pretty imprint, but it's a beautiful highlighter. I didn't think I would love it as much as I do. Next up is my Becca collection. I do only have 3 Becca highlighters. So the first one I have is an opal, and this one's a mini. The next one, of course, is Champagne Pop. This one's my brand new one because my old one broke. Whew. And then this one is the Chloe x Malika x Becca kind of thing. My best friend Jessica did give this to me, I believe, for my birthday, and these highlighters are also bomb. Okay, so next up is my Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighters, and I do have the extra loose highlighter. This one is ridiculous. And then I also have both of her palettes, the Flash and the Flare. This one is the Flash. This one's the first one I bought. And then I fell in love with this one, so I bought the Flare. And this one ain't a joke. I like it more than the Flash palette, and it's crazy because this one took forever to sell out and this one sold out like that. But this one, I'd say, would be better than the Flash palette. And it might just be because of my skin tone and it complementing my skin tone better, but this highlighter palette is bomb. One of my favorites. Next up are my TheBalm highlights. I do have Mary Luminizer. She was very popular back in the day, so I did buy her. And that is her. And then I did get this one, which also features Mary Luminizer in it. So it's the same exact highlight I have there. But it also features a blush and a bronzer. Next up, I'm just going to go into my Misc highlighters. So these are all highlighters that I only have one of in their entire brands. And the first one is the beloved Gilded Honey by Laura Geller. This one has been put to use. She's been used and abused, and for a good reason, because she's a stunning gold highlighter, and that's what I always needed in my life. All of these are gold. I'm so sorry I'm putting you through this, making y'all look at 67 gold highlighters. But this one is the Galactic Skin Glow. And it's a cream highlight, and I do love these. Right on top of foundation before you set your face. Gorgeous. Next up is my 1 e.l.f. highlighter that I have. This one is in white gold. I got this one because everybody was hyping it up. But for some reason on the face, it does not look that amazing. I wanted to give this a try. I didn't like it too much. Next up is my Juvia's Place loose highlighter in Nefertiti. So this one is another beaming highlighter. Oh, that swatch is tiny, but you can see the glow. Next up is the Pretty Vulgar highlight in Shimmering Swan. This one is not the most amazing highlight, and it came in BoxyCharm, so I didn't even choose to buy this one, but this one is Shimmering Swan. Next up is a single eyeshadow from GLF Cosmetics that I use as a highlighter, and it's in the shade Dorado, which means gold in Spanish. Look at this. Ooh. Pretty as a highlighter, pretty as a eyeshadow, so it's dual use. Next up is another one from GLF Cosmetics, and this is their quad highlighter. I did not like these highlights, but I did like the gold one, of course, and it's kind of just like Dorado, but a little bit more bronzy. Next up, this highlighter palette was the biggest blessing to me. in 2020. This is the Drama Queen highlighter palette by Kimchi Beauty. Oh my god. These highlighters do not play. This is definitely one of my favorite highlighter palettes that I own. It may not look like much, but honey, I'm gonna swatch the 3 gold ones. Look at them. They're so pretty, and on the face, even more stunning and even more gorgeous, and they build up fabulously. They are so dramatic in terms of highlighter. If you need a really intense highlighter, I definitely suggest this palette, and that's on period. Next up, this one is my Kaja Mochi Glow in Toy Alien. I haven't used this one much. I did win it at the Ipsy Creator event, and this one's her. She's pretty, but I haven't used her. And then, oh, I have another GLF Cosmetics one. I have 3 of these, 3 of their highlighters, but this one is the On Fleek highlighter. It's a loose highlighter, and I would not suggest this one if you don't like glittery highlights, because it has a lot of glitters in it. Even though it is even though it is beautiful, somebody who doesn't like glitter in their highlighter would hate this one. Next up is my Winky Lux highlighter in Jewel. I got this one as a free gift when I bought their whipped primer, when, you know, Tati made it sell out. So I bought it and they gave me this one for free. It's not the best highlighter. Kind of looks like a bronzer. My next highlighter is the Hikari highlighter. This is the shimmer and bronzer kind of quad duo, whatever it is. And I was gifted this by one of my friends, so I'm never getting rid of this because I love her to death. But when I didn't have highlighters, this highlight was used and abused because of these 2 shades. They are stunning and gorgeous, and I actually forgot about this until like today when I was emptying my drawers out. But it's really stunning and really pretty, and it does have a blush and a bronzer, so I think it's really good for traveling purposes as well. But the last highlighter that I have, and I'm sad that this one's a highlighter, the last highlighter that I'm going to show y'all, because I did want to end on a positive note, but this one I have nothing positive to say. This is the Rimmel London Jelly highlight, and it is in the shade Poppin' Bottles. I'm going to show y'all how pretty it is swatched though. Oh, that is so pretty swatched, but unfortunately it moves my foundation like a mofo. So if you're gonna put it just on your skin, it would probably be great, but if you're trying to put it on top of a full beat face like me, I do not suggest this jelly highlighter. But that was my entire highlighter collection. Let me know what y'all think about it. Let me know if y'all have some of these highlighters in common with me. And let me know what other parts of my collection you guys want to see, because I'm definitely willing to make those videos for y'all. But that is all I have to say. Have a great day or night wherever you are in the world. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.